Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be looking into your month of June. We're going to be doing your June predictions. You guys know that I like to do these at the beginning of each month to just feel the energy and see what are going to be some key points and main events that you can expect to happen this month for you. Before we get into today's message, I do want to give a big thank you to Psychic Source for kindly sponsoring today's video. Psychic Source is one of the most trusted and reliable online platforms for receiving psychic readings with over 35 years of experience. All of their psychics are highly vetted and selected by high standards of professionalism. If you guys are feeling stuck in your career or maybe reaching your personal goals, a psychic on Psychic Source can help you see what's blocking your growth and guide you towards change. I know I've been there before, and their psychics have always helped me to see the truth and gain clarity on my situation. Yonka is one of their readers I go to often and is someone I trust, especially for guidance in my career. I was actually quite surprised at how specific her guidance was. It wasn't general at all. It was very specific to my situation, and she was able to easily pick up on my energy right away and give me the practical steps I can take in order to reach growth in my career, as well as give me reassurance about the future. I was able to connect with her using the tool that they have available on their website. Psychic Source truly understands the importance of finding the right reader for you, and that's why they've made it very simple for you to get matched with the perfect reader and the kind of guidance you may need at that time, whether that's career guidance, love, timing, or spiritual advice. I also like how you can connect with their readers in a way that makes you feel comfortable through text, a phone call, or even a video call. My readings with them have always been very accurate and detailed, and I can tell that their advisors are genuine and professional. That's also why I feel comfortable recommending them to you guys. So if you have been feeling a bit uncertain about something lately, or you simply want some more clarity and reassurance, I highly recommend for you to check out Psychic Source. You can visit the link in the description box that I provide and also use my code above to try up to 40 minutes with an advisor for only $19.80. I think that's an amazing deal, especially for the kind of service that they offer. So I hope that you guys give them a try. And once again, thank you so much to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. So now let's get into your month of June and let's see what is going to be happening for you this month and what you can expect. I do want to start with an oracle card for today. Let's feel the energy of this month for you. What is it all about, Spirit? What's happening in June for the person who is watching right now? Okay, the Chiron, hurt and heal. And we have the Aries, independence, bravery, and passion. It seems like in June, you're rising from heartbreak, perhaps. I feel like June is going to be your moment when you rise. There's immense healing happening for you in June. A healing energy that I feel like you're actually coming out of. Maybe these past couple of months have been healing for you. Maybe you feel like you have been healing, and perhaps June is when you finally rise into that healed state. There is independence, there is bravery, there is passion. The Aries is all about, having the energy, having the drive, the ambition to do things. So I feel like June is when you take action. June is when you make things happen. Because you've healed a part of you that was preventing you maybe of moving forward in life, achieving your goals and your ambitions. I feel like you're exiting. I'm getting this very big energy of healing that you have been going through. That's something that you're exiting in June, and you're stepping into more independence, more bravery, giving into passion. That's also a big theme for you in June. I feel like giving into passion. You're further also solidifying the healing that you have been doing in June. This new state that you have entered, I feel like it's as a result because you allowed yourself to heal in some aspect. What's coming to my mind is once you heal something that hurt you, it can't hurt you anymore. I feel like that's a very powerful aspect of healing, is that it allows us to move on, right? It allows us to don't feel anymore like something or someone has greater power and control over us and our emotions. I feel like this is how your healing is serving you. So let's see more about your month of June. What else is happening for you in June? I'm hearing that someone's finances are also healing. Maybe your relationship with money, your relationship with prosperity, feeling worthy as well of abundance, feeling worthy of opportunities is also what's healing. Page of Wands, it seems like the page is ready to go on to their next adventure, which I feel like is June might be marking the beginning of a new adventure for you. The Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like these cards coming out. Move in silence. Yeah, like I'm hearing you don't have to explain yourself in June. There's a lot of independent energy here, which talks about not waiting on external validation, not needing to give explanations. It's almost like this move in silence. Let it build up, let it show, let the evidence speak for itself, and let the results speak for themselves. I feel like you have been in a very maybe constant state of anxiety or worrisome stress. Maybe there have been a lot of stressful things happening in your life the past couple of months. But I want to say that the energy for you in June feels much fresher. It feels more inspiring. It feels like certain worries you have been having are no longer going to be weighing you down and preventing you from moving on to the next thing that's on your mind. I also feel like with the Page of Wands, you could be maybe moving in June or relocating as well. I feel like this might be a really good month for you to actually gain a lot of wealth, primarily wealth that might be put towards savings or reinvested into your future in some aspect. So if someone has been maybe worrying about their money situation, or maybe have been experiencing like, you know, that state of like lack, something that I'm seeing healing for you specifically in June is your finances. Is your finances and is your inner state when it comes to feeling abundant. Yeah, so we have we have the Page of Swords as well that wanted to come out. It does feel like there is very new and fresh energy for you in June. Is this very new approach, and something in you might feel like more open-minded in terms of like, let's just see what happens, because I feel like you're being guided out of passion, and let's just see what happens. Be open-minded in June, because I feel like your life can take a turn in maybe ways that you can't really predict in this time. And Spirit is saying focus on the small things that can open big opportunities for you. Because in June, there is a lot about small keys actually leading to bigger opportunities than you expect. The pages are known to work with what they have available. And something that they're known for, I believe, is their passion and their way to see opportunities in things that seem very insignificant. That is why I feel like they're favored also by opportunities, is because they have the open-mindedness to, you know, try before they're perfect at something, because they're open to learning along the way, and they're open to learning new things and the adventure that trying new things bring. You see the Sun. So if you're worried about maybe going into something and like there is this energy of, is it gonna work out, or you know, like there is this new adventure that I wanna begin, or maybe you want to start approaching life from a different perspective, from a perspective where you're not worried all the time and you're not giving every minuscule thing so much significance. This is actually what's going to shift your life for the better. And I feel like in June, you're going to experience a lot of happiness. I see you being very happy. I see a positive energy around you. Whereas prior, maybe you felt like there's like this dark cloud over you. In June, that's not going to be the case. Maybe also because it's summertime and the weather is getting better, but something about June feels very positive. And the Three of Wands as well. I feel like this is a month where your perspective is really going to shift about things. Whereas prior, you were maybe living in this state of stress and lack and constant anxiety and worry, especially maybe finances. That's something that could have been worrying you. I feel like in June, you're going to have a much different perspective around this. It almost feels like you're finally, picking up the wand and making things happen. And I feel like your optimistic attitude and view on things is going to impact your life in a very positive way this month. So let's see the tea leaves. You guys know I always like to take these for the monthly predictions. So what is happening for you in June? What are some key things you can expect this month? I already saw the ladder there, which is very promising to me, especially with what we have been channeling so far. So let's get one more. What is happening for you in June? I feel like I want to take these two. Okay, so know that you're on the road to success. I feel like that's something that you need to keep in mind in June. Let's see your tea leaves. We have Cheerfield. Someone new is entering your life. I see a new version of you stepping in this month. It's a new version of you that's going to be taking over your life moving forward. It's a new version of you who feels more open-minded, feels more optimistic, and more opportunist. There's something about you in June where you're becoming more of an opportunist, is what I specifically heard. But there could be also a significant person entering your life this year. So yeah, I saw the ladder climbing towards success. Clearly, this is your month of elevation. Clearly, June is helping you climb upwards. Compliments from an admirer. I feel like somebody might notice you this month. You might get approached by someone significant, whether that's in love or maybe as a partnership in your career, but someone may be already keeping an eye on you or watching you from the distance, and they might be approaching you in June. We have the nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. I'm seeing a lot of security, stability, safety around you in June. I feel like specifically your home, your family is going to be very safe. You're going to be very safe this month and protected. Diamond, you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. And we also have the flowers with happiness. Yeah, I feel like that's so relevant, with the sun card here. There is something about actually the next 3 months of your life that are feeling very positive and they're feeling very optimistic. June is going to bring you a very significant reward as well with the diamond. It's going to show you that sometimes when we're under pressure is when the most beautiful things are created. And I really like how that message came in. We all know that diamonds are built under pressure, and sometimes in life, the most beautiful things come out of periods when we felt like we are under the most pressure, or maybe the most hurt, maybe the most anxious or stressed, which is maybe this is the stress that you're experiencing, is the pressure. Maybe it's pressure, maybe it's not stress, maybe it's pressure, right? That you're experiencing. But again, diamonds are built under pressure. And I have a feeling that whatever that pressure you may be experiencing could be the very thing that's actually helping you shape something in a way that's very unique, special, and it's going to bring you a lot of success. Okay, let's see what else is happening for you. Trying to see which deck I want to reach for. Maybe we'll go for this one. Your month of June. What is happening for you in June? The energy is gaining momentum. Yeah. So whatever you're doing, it's building up. You know, the answers are also coming to you in June. I feel like you have been experiencing the build of a momentum more like stress. You know, have you been feeling like you're maybe under a lot of pressure or just like this very like stressful energy, but maybe you're mistaking it for anxiety. In fact, it could be actually momentum that's building around you, and it's very easy to mistaken to those two energies because they feel very similar. So maybe the stress that you have been experiencing could be actually the momentum that has been building. So try to ask yourself, does it feel more like anxiety, like the world is gonna end? Or does it feel more like pressure of, you know, maybe things coming together and a momentum building in my life? Because I have a feeling like there is a lot of things that you have been doing in silence that are leading up to a big blow up for you. Someone has been very hidden and behind the scenes, doing things in silence. There's a lot of mystery around you that you have built up here. And just know that the energy around you is gaining momentum. So let's end your reading for today with an angel number card. Any specific message you want to deliver for June, Spirit, for the month of June? Okay, 999, I am unique. So your quote, your affirmation for this month is that you are unique, you're one of a kind, and that nobody can compare to you and to your magic. So thank the past for your lessons. Very fitting, especially how Chiron was the first card that came out for you. So thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, so you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. I really feel like this is a powerful message for you to live by this month. And it's very fitting, especially with the tarot cards that came out for you, in the way we were talking about beginning new adventures and not looking back anymore, right? Something hurt you in the past. I feel like that, in a way, there is a lesson in everything. And the best thing you can take out of those moments is a lesson, so that you don't make the same mistake again. You don't fall for the same thing again. So think it and leave it where it belongs in the past. I feel like in June, you're having a very major shift in your perspective, where something in you feels more ignited to look towards what you can create, which is very powerful. So this is not about living in regret, but it's about living in possibilities and questions of what can happen if I do it actually, and if I go for it. There's a lot of life ahead of you, and there's a lot of things that you will and feel inspired to fulfill. And I feel like June is specifically the month where you are able to move forward and leave behind the things have been holding you back. So I feel like we're gonna end your reading right there. I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.